Welcome back to Spork Syndicate. My name is Tom. Let's have some fun. Today, we're going to make a fish that can fly. In this buddy build with Andrew from Maple Leaf Customs, I'm turning one of my favorite Hot Wheels fantasy castings, the Fast Fish, into a flying car. There's lots of directions to go when it comes to flying cars. I personally like it when the automobile's lines are part of the design, like when the car is retrofitted to fly. It needs a touch of futurism, but something that appears mass-produced. The direction I want to go is toward the spinner from Blade Runner. Only a little more sleek, hiding the function behind a beautiful silhouette. The Hot Wheels Fast Fish is part Challenger, part Camaro, and a little bit of Mustang. It has 4 main parts. The body, featuring big tires in the back, a moonroof, and a long engine bay. Smoky glass, including that moonroof for the engine. A chrome interior with motor, 2 seats, and 2 large speakers on the back deck. And a base with ground effects. It's the perfect candidate for a futuristic car. First things first, time to strip the paint from the body. And we're back. The lines of the Fast Fish on full display. I use a steel wool attachment on my Dremel to smooth things out. Then, it's time to chop things up. Like the spinner, I cut an alley down the center of the front, leaving the front fenders poking out like arms. I also removed the tail spoiler to give the body a longer profile. I went through junk drawers, boxes of greebles, and other castings to help give this flying fish a platform on which to build. In the end, I chose to use the fish itself as the nucleus of this creation. This 6-pack of buttons from a broken child's microphone were the first inspiration. In the end, only one will make it into the build, but I have a feeling I'll use those others soon enough. I tried snaps and other loose bits as propulsion, but they all lost out to the idea of something sleek and contained, like a luxury sedan or a pro touring styled flying car. I cut the base to match the body. Then the fender flares had to go. This fish wouldn't have wheels, so there's no need. I found myself filing harder angles into the casting, like a DeLorean or a Cybertruck. I added step lines to the trunk deck and angled the nose and tail portions. This is my inspiration. Very boxy, but sleek at the same time. How it flies is anyone's guess, but wherever it flies to, it gets there in style. So the fast fish is the core of the vehicle, but it's going to be a bit longer, in both the front and the back. I really like how this is coming together. It's something new, but it's still a fast fish. This piece, likely a wheel well from another car, gives a luxury covered spare tire look, but will also be the lateral propulsion. Some pieces were just too large or too functional, which wasn't the direction I was going. This flying car had to have another retro aspect. Fins. Fish have fins, right? I like where we're going. Did you know that the ultraviolet light on a JB Superweld glue applicator pops off? This allows you to store it vertically and prevent glue from running out. I used JB Weld as both molding and bonding putty, a choice I would later regret. While I'm still looking for a putty that works well with metal and plastic, and sometimes wood, JB Weld is the best with paint, but it does require a significant amount of shaping and reshaping. My attempt to incorporate a spork into the design backfired from the very first dry fit, so I jettisoned the spork and went another direction. This first primer coat exposes imperfections, but it's still one heck of a profile, especially in blue. Flying cars gotta have a base, right? That's where the sporks come in. more sanding, more painting, until it came to me. Cyberpunk. A neon base is much like a rust base. You need to apply the coats of paint you want to appear underneath, clear coat it, using something like Diecast Graveyard's 2K Clear Coat, and then apply a top coat that you'll distress to show the bright blue underneath. To expose the base coat, I use 3000 and 7000 grit sandpaper and apply very little pressure. I begin on the corners, but end up distressing the entire finish by the end. I'm planning to use a matte clear coat to dull the finish, so if I take a little of the shine off the top coat, that's okay. And I shifted from a midnight blue to a violet, which offsets the candy lavender interior nicely. Cyberpunk patina? Maybe cyber patina? I've built 3 flying vehicles in the past year on this channel, and now 2 of them will live in Switzerland with Andrew. Thanks again, good friend, for inviting me into your road trip buddy build series. I hope this flying fish gets you where you want to go, and fast. For Spork Syndicate, this is Tom. Let's do this again real soon.